Hi, my name's Kyron Goss and I'm one of the mentors at Wealth Mentor. Now, when you're younger and you're first getting into property and you don't have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars saved up, it can feel a little bit daunting going, well, how am I supposed to do a deal? So today I want to share with you how I got started and how you can get started as well. So the way you get started when you don't have the cash to buy is to find deals for someone else who does have the cash. There's a saying in property that the money will always come to a good deal. So if you can just practice getting out there and finding good deals, then you will eventually be able to find ways to do these deals yourself. But the way you get started is by doing the deals and passing them on to an investor who can purchase. Now, there are two ways that you can do this. The first way is to simply sell your contract on to another investor. This is called an assignment. Now, let's throw out a massive caveat because here in New Zealand, to do an assignment, you do need to be a registered real estate agent. If you're in another country, definitely check with what the rules are in your local area because I'd hate for you to get fined for doing something like this. But the nuts and bolts of how an assignment works is I get the property under contract, I negotiate the price, I negotiate the settlement, and I negotiate the terms. And then I find my investor who's looking for a similar property and I sell them my contract. That is, they pay me cash and I assign my contract to them. The lawyer, your lawyer, will do the deed of assignment for you. So you don't need to worry about the ins and outs of that. They do this stuff all the time. They understand how it works. So an assignment is simply getting the property under contract and then assigning your contract to another investor. Now, you might not want to have to become a real estate agent simply in order to be able to do this. So what other strategies can you use? Well, there is another strategy where you buy and sell that property in the same day and you make that little margin on it. Now, this strategy is called a contemporaneous settlement. It's also known as a double settlement or a back-to-back. And this is a similar process in which you go out and you get the property under contract, but then instead of selling the investor your contract, you actually draw up a whole new contract in order to sell the property. So you will have two contracts, one to buy the property and one to sell the property. And you just make sure that the price you are selling it for is the margin that you want to make as opposed to what you're buying. For example, if you're buying it for $200,000, you would sell it for $220,000. And you make sure, and this is absolutely crucial, that you have the same settlement date on both contracts. So whatever day you are due to settle the purchase of you as the buyer, you make sure that is the day that you settle the purchase as the vendor. And then the rest of it, to be honest, it's the lawyers. It's the magic of the law. I don't even know what they do. I remember I did one of these. I did a contemporaneous settlement. I made $110,000 in one day without ever actually having to get finance or owning the property, right? And I said to my lawyer, I don't even know what you do, but this is absolute magic. They simply convey it from one to another through you, and you make that margin, that price difference between what you're buying it for and what you're selling it for. So regardless of where you're at, and I still use these strategies today, right? As a property investor, I say sometimes I got money, sometimes I don't. If I'm in this position where right now I've reached all my financing and I can't buy a property, well, I can still go out and do deals such as this, right? So wherever you are in your property journey, and especially if you're just getting started and you're looking at it going, oh my God, this is daunting, these two strategies could work for you in order to get you started, get you finding deals, building those relationships, and one day you'll be able to do deals on your own. Hope this has been helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and always keep doing awesome.